What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So as I told you guys, when I made this video last week, I told you guys that you're not going to get any legit numbers when it comes to this pay-per-view buys between Gervonta Tank Davis and Frank the Ghost Martin. I told you this was all scripted. It's all scripted, people. It's all scripted. I told you when Rick Glazer came out and he told you last week the pay-per-view did 150,000 pay-per-view buys, and everybody jumped on Rick Glazer, and I did a video responding to it. And everybody jumped on me saying Blue Blood lying because they understand boxing fans are not very bright. And so with that said, I told you guys last week when Rick Glazer stated it was 150,000 pay-per-view buys, and I did my homework, and you could go check the video I did last week. And I said, I also was told that it did 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, that's a far cry from the 150,000 Rick Glazer was reporting. And when I told you I did my homework and I reached out, what did I tell you guys? I said, well, one person told me it was 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Rick Glazer said it was 150,000. And I told you guys, you're not going to get a straight number. You're just simply not. Because of these, the streaming format, and with the, piracy in the sport of boxing, you're just simply not going to get it. So Rick Glazer, he once said it was 200,000. It was 350,000 pay-per-view buys, right? That's what Rick Glazer told you, right? And I told you 13 days ago.
That's just the bottom line. You're never going to get a straight answer.
13 days ago.
In this case, according to Rick Glazer, and then according to multiple other sources, this fight did 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Now, Gervonta Tank Davis is viewed as the cash cow in the sport of boxing.
Now, this is 13 days ago I told you this.
He fought King Ryan Garcia last April.
And I told you
1.2 million.
13 days ago, I told you, a source told me
was his fight with Rolando.
It did 350,000 pay-per-view buys.
Barclays Center. And then
it
did 60,000 pay-per-view buys.
That was 13 days ago. Then yesterday, I told you, you see it, 13 days ago. Then yesterday, I told you, go watch this video I did. I did this video, and you can hear me clearly say 13 days ago that the pay-per-view, somebody told me the pay-per-view did 350,000 pay-per-view buys. And I told you that a source close to Floyd Mayweather confirmed that it was 150 to 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Rick Glazer came out and said it's 150 to 200,000 pay-per-view buys. Rick Glazer came out and said it's 150,000 pay-per-view buys. Yesterday, Dan Raphael came out and said it did 325 to 350 pay-per-view buys. And then Showbiz the Dope came out and said it actually did more than 350,000 pay-per-view buys, but he can't reveal what PBC has told him. So you got 150,000 pay-per-view buys. You got 200,000 pay-per-view buys. You got 325 to 350. Dan Raphael is reporting 325 to 350. Which one is it? That's a difference, a window of 25,000. Rick Glazer saying 150 to 200,000. That's 50,000 difference. Showtime, the Showbiz, is saying that it did way more than 350,000. Which one is it? I told you a source close to Floyd Mayweather, he stated It's about 150 to 200,000. This is all scripted, people. Didn't I tell you guys 13 days ago? Because I know sources close to these events. Y'all don't have to be. Listen, man. Y'all gonna start listening to me one day. I told you 13 days ago. If you watch this video, in this video, I tell you 13 days ago that it did 300. Somebody told me, close to the PBC, told me 350,000.
I don't know if this holds to be true. So many different people have sent me this, and so many people.
Now listen to this.
Different people are inquiring about this. This has become a big thing. Floyd Mayweather has made this a Saturday. So I'm going to tell you, I don't know if this to be the case. They did 200,000 pay-per-views, but today's time with all the pirates. Now he's a
watch
at the time you are looking to a competitive fight. That's what today's time, right? With the piracy of boxing, okay? Tired of being duped in the sport of boxing, and now the fans have gotten to the free fights anymore. That's just the bottom line. I mean, the PBC, and he's looking to expose any errant floating around. But then I did speak to somebody that said they expected it to do 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Okay, so 350,000.
What did I tell you? Go to the 5-minute and 24-second mark. Y'all gonna start respecting my handle. I told you.
Been floating around. But then I did speak to somebody that said they expected it to do 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Okay, so 350,000 pay-per-view buys is a bigger deal than that's the second biggest pay-per-view.
I told you that 13 days ago. They just told you that yesterday. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. This is all scripted, people. This is a script. It's a movie. They're not going to give you any accurate numbers. You're never going to hear any accurate numbers. It is all scripted. You will never see any accurate proof. So you'll get fans in my comment section talking about I lied. You'll get fans in showbiz section saying he's lying. You'll get fans at Dan Raphael saying he's lying. It's all scripted. Period. I told you this. I exposed this to you. How many times do I have to expose the business of the sport of boxing to you guys before you wake up? Wake up! And that's all I got for y'all, man. It's your boy Blue. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.